Running season is about to begin, and if you are marking your calendar, you should include the All-American Marathon.
The race runs from Fayetteville to Fort Bragg and includes a half marathon and a 5K. I'm already feeling the run. To help us gear up for the race is Fort Bragg Public Affairs Officer Tom McCollum and one of the race directors, Kimberly Tompkins. Excuse me. Welcome.
Hey, good morning.
So great to have you guys here. So,
Thanks.
Tom, this is the second year for the race. Let's start with what you learned from last year.
Sure. It is the second year, you're right. And what we learned last year was we put out 250 surveys came back to us. And on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the best, we had all 4 and 5s except for 2 3s. But at the same time, we asked what could we improve. And some of the areas that they asked for, especially the runners and the marathon runners, were get rid of some of the hills, especially towards the end. Mm-hmm. So we have a new route. And especially for the marathoners, some of the large hills at the end were done away with, and we rerouted it. And same with the half marathon. Basically, it'll still split at mile marker 10, but the large hill that the half marathoners will go on has been replaced, and there's more downhill for this one. Also, we learned that congestion at the start, and especially signage at the end for the finish festival, those were reworked. We'll have plenty of room for the start area now. Still, we'll start off with a 155 artillery firing, no live rounds. And then also we worked a lot with our signage and just make sure that the mile markers were better marked. Kimberly?
And Kimberly, last year's March was in May. This year you moved it up to March, right?
That's right.
Why'd you do that?
Well, I think part of it was because of the heat last year. A few people did say that it was kind of hot. So this year, moving it up to May, you know, we can't control the weather, but we control the date. So this year, having it in May, hopefully it'll be a little cooler. Maybe it'll help people's times.
Or having it in March, right?
Right.
Yeah, having it in March,
versus
not May. Yeah, March 22nd, not May.
And I guess the congested start last year, this year now, this is going to be some big changes with that. I know you were to elaborate just a little bit on that.
Yeah, last year, especially at the start, we were fairly compact. We had 3,700 runners. We were all set for 3,000. Then all of a sudden you have an extra 700 plus the spectators, everyone watching. It was a very tight start. We've stretched the opening block out, and it'll start, those who ran it will start a little bit farther up than it was last time.
And you mentioned the signage, Tom. Kimberly, where will runners see better signage?
At each of the water stations, we're going to have mile markers. Last year, they were kind of small yard signs. This year, they're going to be much taller, much higher, so they'll be much more visible for the runners. They'll be able to know at each water station what mile they're at, and it'll be very visible, so they'll know.
All right, and then we've got the registration deadlines. Is that what's coming up?
Yep.
So when is that?
All that information can be found on the website.
It's www.fortbragg.mwl/All-American-Marathon.
Love you for knowing that.
We will put information on our
You don't have
website.
to memorize all that.
Yeah, go to our website, click the link, and it'll take you there. Do you still need volunteers?
Definitely need volunteers and a lot of community support. One of our strong points last year was community support, but on the volunteer areas?
Yeah, anyone that would like to volunteer, we're very open. Any clubs, communities, or individuals, all of that is on our website.
I just want to make sure that everybody knows.
Thank you so much. WNCN is a proud sponsor of the All-American Marathon, the Mike to Mike Half Marathon, and the All-American 5K on March 22nd. To learn more, visit the website on your screen.